Well, something special is coming to your living room next month. Warren Miller's 71st feature film, Future Retro, is going to be streaming across Northern America.
And as you can imagine, Dina is excited. Some say stoked. She joins us now with the stars of the film. She's very stoked.
You guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is like my favorite part of my life right now, that I get to have these three amazing humans with us on Zoom this morning. So yes, Warren Miller, incredible former feature film creator. He's no longer with us, but he has made some incredible, wonderful ski films over the past several decades. And every year they come out around ski season. This year, of course, looks a little different because of COVID, and it has to be virtually, but that's okay because we still get to see some of the epic segments that skiers and snowboarders took part in. So this morning, who you see behind me here, we've got Johnny Mosley, who is a former Olympian, also a longtime narrator for the Warren Miller films. We've got Amy Engebretson, who has been in the Warren Miller films, I think 5 times or something like that. She's also a pro skier, and then Elena Height, a pro snowboarder, who is going to make her first appearance in the film, but she's also an Olympian. So can I just get a round of applause for the people who are in the video with me today?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We bow to all of you. So first of all, thanks for being with us, guys. Johnny, I want to start with you. Warren Miller films are just such a staple in the industry of snow sports, and this year it's going digital, it's going virtual. So talk about how it's going to be different and what we can expect this year.
Well, we're trying to bring that live experience that we all love about the Warren Miller show. You know, the feeling of being at the movie before it starts and interacting with everyone, getting psyched for the season. Intermission, which is always a great time where people, win prizes. So we've done our best to try to bring that to you in a live stream format. So when you go to Warren Miller Entertainment, you can sign up, you download the movie, you sign up to get it live depending on what region you're in. And then it'll kick off with like a live red carpet hosted by me. So we'll bring the athletes in and talk about their segments and then kind of check in to see how they're viewing the movie. So we're doing our best to keep that sort of stoke alive this year.
Yes, of course. And Amy, I want to go to you now. I am such a huge fan of you and Elena, well, and Johnny as well. But being females in the industry, it's just so fun to have other women to look to. You've been in several of the Warren Miller films, and you guys were actually in the middle of filming when COVID hit. So where were you, and how are things going to look different for you this year?
Yeah, well, so I was in Switzerland filming my Warren Miller part when the COVID restrictions restricting travel from Europe to the U.S. went into effect. So that was pretty crazy. Like, luckily, it was like 3/4 of the way through our trip, and we had really filmed everything for our part, and our part still is going to be awesome. But it was pretty crazy to be over there, and like our phones all went off at 3 in the morning. Like, the borders are closing, you gotta get home, and we're like, oh my gosh, because it was already kind of weird over there, just because like COVID had really taken hold in Europe at that point, and so it definitely was just the kickoff to everything being different. And then this fall, with not being able to go on tour and see the movies live, is so different. Usually I'm in a different city, a couple times a week and sharing that collective stoke. But so we just have to, like everything, take that virtual and keep the stoke alive regardless.
See, okay, and for the anchors who are in the room, I don't just say stoke, it's a thing. Okay?
I like
yes.
I like the collective stoke. That is,
It's amazing.
Finally, Elena, I know for you, a professional snowboarder, Olympian, the list goes on, but you are in the film for the first time being featured in Warren Miller. What was the experience like for you? And for little girls watching at home, our 2, local female athletes, it's pretty wonderful to see you in this.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's definitely an honor to be in the Warren Miller films. I grew up watching them and love that they've really kind of taken hold and gone into the snowboarding space. I think it really rounds out the stories really well. I was a part of the Antarctica section, so that trip in itself was like a dream come true. And yeah, just so cool to be a part of it. And I love that there's so many females in the film. I think it just really, really represents where skiing and snowboarding is going. And it's so cool to see all of the talent on the women's side being really highlighted.
Definitely. And before we go, I know we're out of time. Amy, you like to keep your sea legs in the winter or in the summer and the fall months as well. So we have some video from you on Instagram of you working out. I'm going to tell you, this woman is the hardest worker I know and puts everyone to shame. But if you are interested in following her on Instagram, she may not have snow friends, but this is how she stays geared up for the snow. So yeah, if you want to just sweat while watching her, this is certainly a way to do that. Amy and Elena and Johnny, thank you so much. I know everything she does looks really challenging. challenging, but we are so grateful to have you guys. The virtual tour is going to be online in November. We're going to have all the information on our Good Day Sacramento website. And collectively, we are so stoked to have you guys. So cheers. We can't wait for some ski season. Pray for snow. And thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, back over to you.
Rock stars. All
I gotta
feel
keep
as
the
though-
stoked alive.
Absolutely.
I
Gotta
feel
keep
as though our
stoked alive.
collective stoke is up at least 30% right
Yeah.
now.
Agreed. Agreed.
5%, man.